unclear position, not so much, but you will know if he's in trouble, I think.
Yeah, okay, and we are underway as round 5 is getting started, and we are following the game between Nepo and Fabi, and we're going to have our reserve game, the game of MVL and Ray Robson, as we've got this bishop b5 check, anti-Najdorf if you want, trading, and then we saw a very early e5, so it looks like a very close position is what we're
It
doing.
also looks like a bit like copycat chess. Had Black just put that knight on f6, the pawns, and they're very symmetrical. We've had a trade of pieces, the light squared bishop, with very symmetrical pawn structure there, so there are no d4, d5 breaks, and very often in this, it's about the breaks on the flank in the middle game.
Exactly.
Yes. Which side gets in an f4 or an f5, or a b4 break on the queen side?
Exactly, and this is a very cagey setup, I must say. Bishop e7 to d8, making room for the knight on e7, just as you said, so that the knight doesn't go to f6 and conflict with your break f5. Nepo went for the b4 break, as you said. It's about the flanks now. You've got to play b4 because you're not playing f4 anytime soon.
I think we're going to see both the breaks on the board. Black's going to go for the f5 king side break, while Nepo has managed to get in a play on the queen side.
With the b4.
Fabi's got to be thinking about f5 right now. He doesn't go for it.
Surprisingly enough, no, I was going to support you wholeheartedly. He blatant move knight g6. Now, if I'm in Nepo's shoes, I'm thinking knight d5, bishop e3, and blasting open the b file with the move b4 takes c5. So first he starts with bishop e3, saying, please do me a solid trade.
Not gonna do it, yes?
Not gonna do it. b7, b6. And because the queen is undefended, this move queen a4 is more than annoying, I'm about to say. The knight is again eyeballing. You never want to fall for knight d5 and queen takes c6.
It's on the board. It's on the board. F5 has arrived, and that means it's going to be a lot of fun. So it's all about who gets to which side first. Black clearly eyeing the king side, while Yan has got all his pieces, including that knight, which has just gone to d2, can land on e4, the other knight gets on d5, is looking for play on the queen side. But I agree with you, Yas, it just feels like White's pieces
are better.
Are more readier to strike.
Readier to strike. Nice. Love it. Knight e4. And again, knight will come to d5 next. And this knight on g6 is looking a little forlorn. One of the things I would try to do if I was about to say is if I was white, I would be trying to trade my bishops for one of the knights, because I'm thinking that these knights on d5 and e4 will be very well placed, whereas this bishop on d8, as you notice, doesn't really have a good square. Please time out. compensation. You're not happy you're blinding the pawn.
I wanted to even offer a very controversial opinion and say that in practical terms it's maybe more fun to play with white because you have the more knights plus queen.
Okay.
But of course black is objectively better. The question is how much.
Exactly.
I would suspect this should actually be enough to make a draw with best play.
By the way,
With best play,
no queen g4 by Jan. He's ready to play for the attack
I'm
himself.
liking black a lot. I mean, it just feels as if white's king is in the open.
Whoa, pay attention. There is a knight f6 check sighting. Don't even think about playing bishop e1.
Just comes back to d8.
Can we take on c5 twice?
Whoa.
Takings. Yes.
So you mean
By the
you
way,
start pawn takes pawn and then you jump in with the knight?
Our tournament leader, MBL, is on a roll as he takes down Ray Robson.
He does, and now can you Peter's idea of knight takes pawn here?
Yes, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes
On
e5.
the board. And then you've got a bunch of checks, but probably nothing more than that then, because I'm definitely liking the queen and the knight, and maybe black has to find a way to
I think it's time to give a perpetual.
give it perpetual and just draw somehow.
If h2, I think the perpet. Whereas if I go king h1 and invite the bishop to join with gain of tempo, that's dangerous.
Wow.
But
This is a
Playing with
very,
fire. That
very interesting decision. to
Yeah.
buy.
Let's say
That was
courageous.
one-
Yeah, bishop g5 is a draw,
Too
so
brave.
I think Fabio in 15 seconds here just takes this draw. I don't think you fool around against queen and knight now that you're no longer a pawn up.
And
Exactly.
that queen and knight, especially at the center of the board, give
Well,
white one move.
Fabio
Look at
disagrees.
this. Let's fool around. Let's dance.
He wants to go queen f2, king to g4, so then there'll be no checks at all.
I think this was a very, very risky decision by Fabi.
Jan is playing for the win here.
By the way, the breaking result.
Whoa,
G7,
and
G6.
Jan leans in there because
Like
he's
what?
he's being given a move to start giving checks, but the bishop on h4 controls all of the important checking squares. So
Well,
yeah.
hold on. There
Oh
was a
my
queen
God.
a7 check.
Bishop g3. Ah, yeah. Whoa.
King of the hill for Jan Nepomniachtchi. Is the king going to win the game eventually? We've been singing praises of the queen and the knight, but the king just wants to go and collect all the pawns.
And
I really don't like what Fabio. He should have taken that perpetual.
Oh,
And did you see the panic on Fabio with
Yes.
just 1 second on the prop
Queen
there?
e5 check is, yeah, I don't know. Queen e5 check seems winning.
Your bishop is hanging, be careful, Fabi.
I think we can take.
well,
Yeah.
I think we can take everything and take on c5 and win that position.
I think he's going for it, but then the g pawn.
No, my king is in the square.
We're in
Yes,
the
you've
square,
got to
yeah.
waste a move with your
And-
Now t45 and we're just faster.
And that's it. That's
Fabi's about to lose the game.
absolutely. That's game over.
The d pawn just marches and that's it. Oh.
Fabi, he